Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The SNP government has been accused of actually fueling Scotland's terrible homelessness crisis. This, of course, is due to many factors. There's the factors that they keep changing the rules on how houses get built. There's the withdrawal of funding for social housing or for sort of low-cost housing to be built. There's the fact that all new houses have to have heat pumps and nobody wants to buy them. There's the tax implications that have hurt the industry. There's all sorts of things. Basically, builders don't want to build. They're not making enough money, and certainly not in social housing. Indeed, social housing has fallen so much, it's now at the lowest rate for over 10 years. There were only 5,900 new starts in Scotland last year. It's the lowest in so long. Now, the figures mean basically that social housing is grinding to a halt at a time when it's needed the most, and with the various house builders sort of very wary of even starting to build a house in Scotland at the moment. They don't want to tie up capital. A lot of them, if they can do it, if they're in the south of Scotland, are actually going across the border into England to build where the planning is easier and where they aren't forced just yet to start building things with heat pumps. Countless homeless people in Scotland were hoping that the building would aid and assist them. Unfortunately, it's nowhere near enough. It needs to be at least 10 times higher to make an impact. But when you're cutting 200 million off the budget, what do you expect? There is no way out of this. While you're spending money on pretending embassies and independence papers and sending fat Angus all the way around the world, you've got no chance of building these homes. And while you make the planning harder, and while you insist that they have heat pumps, that too makes it less likely they're going to be built. It all comes together in one giant mashup that says basically there's virtually no building in Scotland. And you can't blame the builders. Why should they risk everything, risk their capital building in Scotland when they know if they go south, they're bound to make money? They have a legal obligation to their shareholders, after all, to maximise earnings. Call it as I see it, but I don't think these houses are going to be built. There's a lot of complaints. The Labour Party are pointing the finger at the SNP. The Tories are pointing the finger at the SNP. And indeed, there's some people in the SNP who are doing it as well. They're saying that the crazy rules they've brought in need to be abandoned. But they won't, because that would mean, we got something wrong. And you know what they're like? They never get anything wrong. They're practically perfect in every way. It's just a shame there's no houses. Thanks a lot. Bye.